The present-day layout of the world's political map is a product of humanity's endless geopolitical accommodations and adjustments. Humanity has advanced into thousands of cultures of great diversity, with thousands of languages. Mankind has constructed systems of economics, religion, urbanization, and infrastructure in order to survive and sometimes even thrive. A mosaic of more than 200 interdependent states and territories are separated by boundaries. And it is here that we will begin our investigation of the political organization of space. Sup y'all, and welcome to the Political Organization of Space, Part 2. In this video, we're going to look at this key question: how do states form spatially, and how do they organize politically?
And now for something completely different.
To understand why nations and states form or break apart, we need to compare centripetal and centrifugal forces. Centripetal forces, in a geographic context, are those that pull people and states closer together. A homogeneous population with people of similar languages and ethnicities would promote centripetal forces. The same would go for social equity, a fair judicial system, strong and effective leaders, and other unifying forces. By contrast, centrifugal forces are those that divide people and states. Different languages, religions, cultures, histories, and nationalities are more common in larger and irregularly shaped countries, which in turn can lead to more of a sense of regionalism and internal division. Now, centripetal and centrifugal forces are different from push and pull factors, which directly cause movement and migration. Centripetal and centrifugal forces describe those that cause people to feel either more distant or closer to their neighbors and countrymen. While these forces and feelings may induce people to move, they are indeed different concepts. Moving on, there are generally two forms of governance, and most countries across the globe can be described as unitary governments. These states have highly centralized and powerful governments in which the capital cities exert significant power and influence over the people. Most of Europe is unitary, as is the case with most of Africa, as well as East and Southeast Asia. France is a great example of a unitary state. Counting its overseas possessions, France is internally divided into 101 departments. However, unlike the states within the US, these departments exist primarily to implement the laws and decisions hammered out by the central government. Representatives from these regions may voice concerns and make suggestions, but they do not possess the power to make laws or decisions on their own. Contrast that with federal governments that are used more frequently in large multinational states, in which the internally divided regions have some control over government policies, taxes, and decision-making. The state territory can be divided into regions, sub-states, also known as states, provinces, territories, and cantons. For instance, Nigeria is divided into 36 states that share sovereignty with the federal government. Of note, they can choose their own judicial system, and in the predominantly Islamic North, most states have implemented Sharia law fully. Another clear example is the United States, where individual states make laws based on taxation, the death penalty, marriages, and other concerns such as speed limits. However, the federal government remains the supreme authority over all states. Canada is internally divided into provinces and territories, where provinces are similar to US states in that they possess some power and authority. The three northern territories of Canada include Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut, which possess no inherent sovereignty except for what has been delegated to them by the federal government. For instance, Nunavut was established in 1999 primarily as a territory for the indigenous people of Canada. And there are even different situations, such as the case with Switzerland, which is officially named the Swiss Confederation. The difference is that a confederation is more of a union of sovereign states. Switzerland is divided into 26 cantons, and each one possesses its own constitution, legislature, elected government, and courts. There is also a federal government, but it exerts much less authority over the internal divisions than in federal governments.
Hey guys! Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.